recording. All right. Hello, my name is Dominic, and I have just a few questions to ask you real quick. Did you often reuse items when you were growing up?
Did you often reuse items when you were growing up?
No.
So you had more like one-time use items that you just threw out after?
Well, we used when we, yeah, I don't think,
Like milk cartons? Did you glass milk jugs?
yeah, we had a little bit. Actually, we had big bags of milk because there were 7 of us. I grew up, I had a big family. My
Mhm.
father worked for Pet Dairy, and they had a great big bag of milk in a machine like they do at school. And you just pull that thing and the milk would come out.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Can I interject?
What did you say?
We did actually get milk delivery. Can I interject? Could it be 2 people?
Sure. I don't think it's
'Cause
too formal.
We did actually get milk delivery. I remember we had a
Mhm.
milk box on our front step,
So she's a little more seasoned.
and a milkman used to bring like a glass jug of milk.
Wow.
But your brother and sisters do look alike.
We're fancy.
There was no, the
I'm
milkman
not
had
the
nothing to do with it.
Recording for school. Next question.
Next question, 1 minute. What materials such as glass, plastic, etc., were things commonly made of when you were growing up?
Like, what materials were things commonly made of when we were growing up?
Because like now
Um,
everything is plastic. That's what the question is supposed to be aimed at. Now pretty much everything is
Oh.
plastic. What did it used to be?
I mean, I think we had styrofoam. I think there was a lot of more styrofoam when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I know there was a lot more styrofoam. His dad used to bring home the meat trays in styrofoam. The eggs were in styrofoam containers. How about styrofoam?
I'm too seasoned. We had chickens.
She grew her own. She didn't have containers. She had chickens and bagged milk.
Fair enough.
Never mind. I'll help you.
Next question.
This question.
How has the role of plastic changed over time?
Oh, the role of
Plastic. I mean, I think people are more conscious of not using it as much
Mm-hmm.
because it does disintegrate into earth. It's everyone has that fear of, strangling a turtle or the plastic bags just filling up a landfill.
Mm-hmm.
So I think people are.
What would you say about before modern times, kind of when plastic was still on the rise?
I think there was excitement, when it came around because it's so convenient
Yeah.
and it was cheaper and it was easier to store because you could just scrunch up a little teeny bag, instead of all those big bulky paper bags.
And you could
Mhm.
reuse things that were made with plastic.
Yeah. They held up longer. If they got wet, they didn't disintegrate or tear.
Yeah.
And you could use them for other things, like you could store wet clothes or throw away wet diapers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Right.
And going back to diapers, back in my seasoned age, my kids, we had diaper service. I used cotton diapers for my kids. I didn't use Pampers.
Yeah, and then people started using the plastic Pampers because it was.
And I think that's the degradation of the landfills.
There we go.
Perfect. How have your reusing habits changed from when you were a kid to today?
We recycle.
Mm-hmm.
I and Don are very, we separate constantly.
I should have known that. Should have told me that before.
Yeah, there wasn't.
All right. Yeah, I'm more conscious about reusing things now too, I think. Even just like not buying all the water bottles, right? I started getting that,
And I stopped doing that, by the way.
but I brought a case home today.
I saw that.
I know. So at home we have the like a water cooler in our fridge now because
Hmm.
I felt bad having all those plastic water bottles. But as far as, I try to reuse things at home if you can, just if
Yeah.
you can wash them out and recycle them, not just bottles, but other things.
Mhm.
And if I buy water bottles, I will refill them up and put them back in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
I won't consistently buy cases and cases of water.
Perfect. And last one. How do you feel about the economy of abundance that we have today? And that's just referring to people often buying disposable items rather than reusing items. So kind of like just buying for convenience rather than not. So for reference, like Amazon, you can just buy a bunch of stuff off Amazon instead of buying one thing and reusing it.
It's
Well, I wouldn't do my generation. We don't really do that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So
You feel like it's a waste of money.
I do.
It's extravagant
I think
waste of money.
I do.
And I think that the reason that probably this newer generations do that is everybody's just too busy with life.
Mhm.
So
And it's convenient.
they spend the money because it's convenient.
Well,
And
perfect.
they don't think about the repercussions of it,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just
Wasteful
in the
and
moment, I
yeah.
got other stuff to do. Let me order this because, hey, it's convenient, it's ready,
Mhm,
I got other stuff I got to do.
right.
And they don't think about the consequences, meaning price, and wastes and just extravagance
Mhm.
that you could really do without.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Thank you for your time.